This December 23rd morning, I could really use some energy, so I'm hoping this sample will be a black tea. Well, no such luck, although this does look like a delicious herbal tea. Maybe the calendar tea will come through for me. Ah yes, not only is it black tea, but one of my favorite holiday flavors. I can't wait to drink this. It's only recently that I've lived by myself and had my own tree to decorate. It took me a while to realize I could choose my own ornaments instead of relying on hand-me-downs or well-meant gifts that just weren't quite my vibe. I'm attracted to nature in winter, and I've picked up a few ornaments in that vein. This snowy scene of a fox looking at a bright red cardinal is exactly what I like. The following morning, I was treated to a lovely snowfall. The tall grasses in my garden have turned brown and stiff. I watched the snow fall for a while, enjoying the lovely pattern it made as it settled onto the grass blades. Snow outside is all the more reason to make a hearty supper inside. This was a meal kit recipe featuring Indian spiced chickpeas and zucchini. The warming spices are great for this time of year. At last, it's time for today's tea. The mystery sample is a white tea with some of the same spices my supper had. It sounds nice, but I don't want more of that right now. The calendar tea, however, couldn't be a more perfect Christmas Eve cup. Peppermint is one of those flavors I love. Definitely going with this one. The only way I can think to make this tea even more delightful is to have a big old chocolate chip cookie to dunk into it. Holidays that involve nearly every business closing for the day always bring me a sense of peace. I feel like, for once, no one is expecting me to do anything productive. This whole year has been that way for me. It's been the year for introverts, a time when we don't have to defend ourselves for wanting to be by ourselves. I feel like snow makes nature more introverted. Everything is quieter, even the trees seem to keep to themselves. After a few days of snow, Josie and I were ready to see the sun again. Josie snacked on some grass while I gave the birds a snack. It's also time to hydrate one of my houseplants. This plant was gifted to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother with indoor plants because of the constant attention they get from the cats. I know peace lily leaves can irritate cats, but thankfully mine don't seem interested in munching on them. And now, finally, a treat for myself. While being warmed from the inside with tea, I went for a stroll around the yard to watch the sunset. Taking yesterday off gave me enough recharge to try another flash photo idea. I also want to use this festive background as much as I can while it's available. This time I'm setting up another tea pouring photograph. And I've got plenty of help from the cats, making sure my props are positioned just so. After my always satisfying oatmeal breakfast, I was ready to relax with some tea. Today's mystery tea is keeping with the winter spirit and contains several warming spices. It's just what I need right now. If you're brewing tea in a pot, a good practice is to preheat the pot and cup with hot water. That way you don't lose as much heat through the pot when you add your brewing water. I had a quiet rest of the day and kept my eye on the sky as the sun went down. The Christmas trees have done their job and have been thrown to the curb. I feel so sad seeing them because this always picks at a fear of mine, to be discarded after my usefulness is over. Anyway, cleaning always leaves me feeling positive, and I need a pick-me-up, so I'll get some tidying done today. December isn't over yet, and I'm going to make as many cookies as I can before the year is out. This time I'm in the mood for some classic chocolate chip cookies. I'm not exactly sure what recipe I used here, but I will link to one I have made before and recommend. I'm not done with this Christmas tree just yet. This time I want to show off the cookies by taking a top-down photo with all of the colorful lights surrounding them. I need to employ some tape and ornaments to get the lights to stay in the placement I want. I want some lights reflecting in the tea, so holding up a strand while taking a photo allowed me to get that look. This morning's mystery tea was the same candy cane tea from a few days ago, and I'm not upset about that at all. In my usual rhythm of going from an elaborate photo setup to simply photographing what is presented to me, today I watched nature and took whatever it gave me. I didn't notice this at the time, but upon editing this photo, I thought the clouds gave the sky an odd underwater look. Just like with cookies, I am taking every opportunity I can to use my festive teaware this time of year. How could I not feel warm and cozy drinking from such a cute mug? must say I have a very hard time sitting and reading recreationally. I'm already sitting down to edit photos or video, so sitting more always makes me feel like I'm wasting my time. Surely there is cleaning I need to do. Still, I do like a good story, and when I finally calm down enough to read, I usually enjoy the experience. So, with heated blanket on and tea and cookies by my side, I settled down to a book. I couldn't resist the need to involve some level of productivity, and I used this rare reading occurrence for my photo today. It was a leap year this year, so there is one extra photo to do this year. The calendar teas are finished, but I still have the mystery teas to get me to the new year. This one is a delicious orange and almond flavor. With that cozy tea, I'm having some cozy apple and banana oats. I'm satisfied with how much I've used this tree in my photos in the short time I've had it out, and I want to start next year off completely fresh, so it's time to put it all away. This part probably takes less time, but always feels like it takes more time. At least I've got some very good company with the cats. Now that everything is back in its place, I'm going to bake myself a treat from this log of persimmon cookie dough. I felt like taking a self-portrait would be a fitting end to this project. I know I appreciate seeing the face behind the work at the end of a big project. I set up my flash and hung some Christmas lights from the light fixture above. All that was left was to take the photo. Very warm out here. This is some overnight refrigerator tea. Summer's the only time I'll drink something like this. But I could use the refreshment right now. That's good. It's an herbal blueberry tea. It has taken a while to wrap up the video aspect of this photography project. The past couple of years had their ups and have had their downs, which is why it took me so long to get it done. I was hoping when I started this project that it might be a way to get my images in front of people that might hire me for my photography work. But that didn't happen, and I really don't even care about that anymore. I got something so much more priceless out of this video project, and that was a look back at my daily life with my cats, enjoying cups of tea, handling the occasional difficult thing that came my way. I am so happy I have that, whether or not another person ever sees it. I think the most precious thing for me is the video I have of my cats at the time. Of all the cats that appeared on the videos, only Autumn and Winter are still with me. I have two new additions, Bergamot and Sage, and I'm sure I'll introduce them in a future video. My mom also has her new cat family, and I'm sure they'll make an appearance at some point as well. Oh my gosh, I am coated in sweat. I know when we left off it was New Year's Eve and probably freezing outside. Quite the contrast, almost exactly midway from that time. So There is something that I've noticed when I look back at photos, and they don't have to be recent photos, they could be 20 years ago, and I'll look back at them and I can remember what else was going on in my life quite clearly when I took that photo, and often the memories I have with that photo have nothing to do with the image itself. For example, I can look at a picture and remember feeling so much hope and excitement during that time, and those emotions don't have anything to do with me holding Hobbs on Halloween. I can look at another picture and think, little did I know, in 24 hours I would have my heart broken again and again. Yeah. So, if photography has a double effect for me of recording emotions as well as visuals, then video certainly turns that dial up to 11. I can record movement and, most importantly, sound, and sound has a profound effect on memory. There have been times the past couple of years where I really wish I'd had this project done so I could have been documenting things along the way, but I just had to wait and get it done first. I'm one of those people that has to get the thing done before I can start the next thing. And even more so, I don't think I ever grew out of that artist that likes to have her artwork on the refrigerator for the whole house to see. I still like sharing everything I make. So that brings me to another reason why I want to continue the casual documentation of my life. I am hoping to find that misfit YouTube community that my life, my personality quirks might resonate with. Over the years, I have been so comforted by other creators' vlogs, and I'm so happy that they made the choice to share their life. And I am hoping that I can contribute to that space as well. Right now, there is only my mom, a couple of my friends, and a few YouTube wanderers who give me the precious time out of their day to watch my videos. I am hoping to pick up a few more wanderers to take on this uncharted path with me. But for now, it's pretty hot. So I think I am going to head back inside, make myself some supper, and I will hopefully see you again very soon. I got a cheers. Cheers! Oh gosh, gotta go now. Okay, bumpy.